Hey guys, Rich here. This is BrickScene and I am super excited about today's video. Today is my first city update. So look, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so already and you like this sort of stuff, make sure you subscribe for more city updates. If you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up too. Now, my city, it doesn't have a name yet. That is something that we will get onto at some point, maybe in a live stream, maybe something to do with members, or I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point. It doesn't have a name yet. But what we're going to do today is take you through the very foundations. So basically my layout, what I've built already, and how we're going to go about it, sort of looking forward and you know, layout and maybe some future projects as well. So look, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so here we are in the space that I'm using. Anyone who's seen any of my previous videos recently knows that this is where I'm running my BrickLink store out of as well. But we've got this big long table here, 3.2 meters by 1.2 meters wide. We're in typical sort of garage sort of setting here. This is one side. Behind all those shelves over there is actually another car, a classic car that's another one-day project. But what we've got here is we've got this table and we've also got this big pile of wood. Now it's coming into winter here in New Zealand, so we'll get through this wood over winter. I have a different heating system in there now, so we won't need this next year. So the idea is we will get another table next to it, maybe about the same width, maybe not quite as long. I may even put another platform on top and we can run some trains underneath, etc. But that is phase 2. What we are going to work on at the moment is phase 1, which is this table here. Now you can see I've laid down some road plates already. This is actually 10 packs of road plates, believe it or not. You get through them pretty quickly. I've put it in a figure 8 with a little bit of a kink in there just to sort of, you know, change it up a little bit so it's not a complete set of dead straight roads. Now I have measured it out, so you'll see what's going to happen here as I bring the different pieces that I already have built up out, and I'll place them in here. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to bring out all the pieces that I have so far built up. We'll get them put in place and we'll take a look at what it's starting to look like. Okay, so this is what I have so far built up, and I have laid it roughly where I think it might end up. There's going to be some changes with modulars. I've got quite a few to build up, to be honest, but I did want to incorporate what I could from the fairground. Look, it's going to be touch and go as to whether I can actually get all of this stuff in here, but it would be kind of nice to sort of try and nestle it in here somehow. I do have some modular buildings that are going to go down here. So yeah, whether we can fit it all in, I'm not too sure. It may end up becoming the residential area, in which case the fairground will become part of phase 2, which of course will go up on a second table up where that wood is at present. But of course we've got the firehouse in there. Now the firehouse doesn't look that great side on. It looks great front on, but it's essentially got an alley on either side. So I kind of wanted to tuck it off into a corner like that. And then it'll probably be covered by, I think I'm going to put the police station here. And then next to it, the Lantern Festival down on the side. So it creates a bit of a park, and then, you know, green base plates and stuff under here in order to cover that up. Now this section here has been measured out specifically to fit 6 modular buildings. So I should be able to get 6 in there. Whether I'm going to have enough corner bits, I'm not too sure. That gap there is going to be for assembly square. I may end up putting the diner there and then bringing that into this section here, so that I've got more corner pieces that actually are going to look good on corners. Now coming down into this section here, you're probably wondering why I've got Diagon alley like that. Now I have decided that I actually want to try and keep it as an alley. I think it looks great as a little alley. You know, so it's going to sit there like that. But what I'm going to put around the outside is all those Creator 3-in-1 style buildings, all those little sort of builds that are just facades, maybe even some friend sets. So I'll be looking to mock those up to get them up to the height of these buildings to cover them off, and to give us sort of a shop front, if you like, around here, or maybe even some residential houses Well, it should look good. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to try and keep this area open, maybe put some, maybe sort of a cafe or restaurant here, because this part across this road and this section here, I want to be beachfront and water, which will carry on from, the whole Ninjago Gardens, docks and city, bring that water all the way down and through into this area here. So we can have boats, beach, etc. and all that sort of stuff. So look, it's a quick overview. I think it's going to look good. What I'll do is I will keep bringing more updates. I didn't want this one to be too long because there's not really much to show at the moment other than chucking a few sets on a table. The style that I'm going to use for attaching the modulars is going to be Robin Hood bricks. If anyone has checked out Robin Hood bricks and the style that the technique that he's using to marry up these new road plates onto the modulars, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I do like that approach. So I have about 5 or 6 modular buildings to build at the moment. I've got the pet shop, I've got the greengrocer, the corner garage, the diner, and assembly square. So, with that we should, and the police station. So we should be able to get, so a decent number of buildings in here. After that, it will start looking like a proper city. I also have a few Creator 3-in-1s. I have the promotional Lego shop from a couple of years back. I've got the little side build from the Monkey Kid Warrior mech. All those sorts of things that are just facades of buildings. They're going to go around this and try and create a bit more of a shopping district, if you like, with this alley in the center. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how this looks, because I think it's going to be quite cool, and it's going to be a good way to incorporate Diagon Alley in there. It may not end up staying in there. If I do end up getting more modulars, of course I want to put modulars in this space here, and Diagon Alley will probably get moved into a residential area, which will probably be down there. The area that I'm looking, again, phase 2 for the extra table will be train station, parkland, maybe the waterfall, incorporating the Monkey Kid Flower Fruit Mountain set to bring the water into this Ninjago City area here. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention as well is, because I'm not going to have a footpath essentially running down here, I was going to make a bit of a boardwalk that essentially took you down over the water all the way down to the front, to the beach area down there. I think it'll be something a little bit different. I won't have to put in a curb and make it look like a proper curb. So I'm just going to do a boardwalk and maybe a little bit of a park there with a little bridge into the Ninjago City Gardens. Now, coming down to minifig eye view, I think it's going to be quite narrow by the time I get another set of buildings in there and these roads. So I will probably widen the roads, maybe one stud either side, especially on this street. I'm not too worried about this part here, because it's been the beachfront bit, and same with this bit around here. What I'd actually like to do along here is just maybe some sort of parkland, sort of grass, if you like, and benches, some planting, some trees, maybe even a train station, and run a train line all the way around the edge at some point, but that's, again, much later. So look, bit of an overview. Just thought I'd show you what I have so far. I have a ton of sets to build, to add onto this. So look, we'll be doing that on some live streams very soon. So hey, look, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all those cool things. It really helps the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.